So we just got some good news and we got some bad news and we got some regular news. And so basically your typical 2K updates. Am I right? Now 2K just revealed so many new Galaxy Opals in my team, guys, and this is going to change a lot of stuff, especially the markets. And I'm going to tell you right now, pink diamonds are definitely going to get cheaper, especially pink diamond wall gem cards. And you'll see what I mean once I do show you guys the new updates as well as the new Galaxy Opals, the new players. But really quickly, I did want to remind you, I'm still giving away more season passes. I know I sound like a broken record, but you want a season pass for free, right? Because if it's free, it's for me. If you do, all you got to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below in the comments what's one thing that you would add to the game to make it better. Like, would you add more free grinds, maybe more new locker codes, maybe better exchanges, better pack odds? You know, just tell me, what would you add? Like, if you were in charge of everything in 2K, what would you add? Because I do feel like sometimes 2K, like, they just take a darts and then they throw it at a board, and whatever it lands on, that's what they add. Because it's just so random sometimes. And then also it's typical 2K behavior. And so let me show you guys what I'm talking about, and then we'll go from there. And bang! Look at that right there. Oh my baby Jesus. 15 new Galaxy Opals. Yes, you heard me correctly. 15. We got Tatum, Dennis Rodman, Nate Thurman. We got Ben Wallace, Darren Williams, James Worthy, Rick Barry, Steve Nash, Tony Parker, Pistol Pete's, Kevin Love, Jason Kidd, Larry Johnson, George Gervin, Patrick Ewing. And I'm going to tell you right now, like, this is bad news in terms of, like, we're getting more wild gem cards, more super packs. So they're not changing their midweek drops, which really sucks. I thought by now 2K would be like, hey, let's switch it up. But no, we're going into season 3. Basically the same thing. It's just different tiers, right? Now, something positive again is the markets. The market is going to get affected by this because obviously more opals means cheaper pink diamonds. More Galaxy Opals means cheaper Galaxy Opals eventually. And honestly, I'm looking at these players and no one really excites me. Like, they're all kind of like bad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to disrespect somebody like Jason Kidd, you know, a legend like Tony Parker, but like, this is definitely a bad selection of Galaxy Opals, which you could actually look at like a positive, because that means that you don't have to feel like you have to spend a lot of money to try to even have a chance at pulling one of these players, because they are available in, you know, the wild gem super packs that they just keep adding every single season, and they're gonna keep doing, it looks like, by, you know, by the end of this season, and then next season, and then probably the next season after that. I hope wild gems, I mean, the whole wild gems concept, like, there's some good stuff about it, like some exchanges, but for the most part, I think most people are kind of like over the wild gems and super packs. I think they got to go back to just releasing, you know, free players through the agendas. Imagine if you could get a free Galaxy Opal, or maybe, actually, now that I think about it, remember, they usually add new exchanges when they do drop these players, even though knowing 2K, honestly, it's probably going to be an amethyst. You know what I mean? Like, they're probably going to do, because you know how before this, it was a free ruby, a free sapphire, a free emerald, and then a free gold. Or maybe they'll do a free ruby, free amethyst, free diamond, free pink diamond? Nah, I don't think they will. Maybe, I don't know. There's opals now. So, like, I do wonder what 2K is going to do with the agendas, right? Because we usually always get wild gem agendas with these players. So basically it's gonna be like the pink diamonds. You know how there's like 47 pink diamonds? Well, now there's gonna be 15 Galaxy Opals, which again means the pink diamonds should get cheaper. I'm assuming Wemby, how many Wembys are in the market right now? There's 2 of them on PlayStation, still over 3 million MT, probably gonna go for about like 5. So hopefully that does like crash the market for certain players. You know, obviously they're still gonna be pretty hard to pull because the pack odds, you know, for opals are still less than 1%, but the pink diamonds 1.1%. So that's actually some good news for, you know, certain players that want to pick up certain cards and stuff like that, because again, the cheaper the players, the better, right? However, though, we also have some something that I'm scared about, because I was looking at this tweets, right, and I'm like carefully reading everything, because sometimes 2K, you know, they add extra stuff, but they say the first wild gem super pack of season 3 drops tomorrow, right? So it's gonna be tomorrow. You know, typical Tuesday update, you know, add some additional firepower, blah, 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 Galaxy Opals, Galaxy Opals. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but all they're saying is that wild gems are going to be in packs. And I'm scared, because where's the, you know, where's the exchanges? Because in season 2, they did a pretty good job with adding certain, like, budget wild gem cards that you could exchange for. For example, DeAndre Ayton, W. You know, Sangoon, W. Let me know which of these you guys ended up getting. Also, you know, the big boy right here, the big point guard. So there's definitely been some good stuff with wild gem cards. But again, the fact that they're not like revealing that's kind of scary, because it's like, you know, they're not even revealing top tier Galaxy Opal exchanges. So You know what I mean? Like, is it just gonna be super packs and wall gem cards that no one really? Again, no disrespect to these players, but outside of like maybe Tatum, Larry Johnson, like I'm not really seeing anything outside of those two. I mean, I guess George, the Iceman, but most of these are point guards actually. Steve Nash is a point guard. Darren Williams is a point guard. Jason Kidd is a point guard. Pistol Pete's a point guard. Tony Parker. So a third of these players are point guards. Which is funny because in the last video that I uploaded earlier, remember how I said how 2K should have added random Galaxy Opals? Now I'm kind of glad they didn't, I guess, but also they could have added more Galaxy Opals because they're willing to do it. So, more Galaxy Opals. This is why I told people that like these players for the season 3, like these should have all been Galaxy Opals because they're adding 15 more in packs. You know what I mean? So like these definitely should have been Opals and then Marcus All. I'm still gonna say it, bro. It should only be 1, not 3. So more Galaxy Opals means a market crash for certain cards. Obviously, I'm not saying you're gonna be able to get Wemby for like 100 KMT. No. But we should be able to see cheaper wall gem cards because the odds of pulling a pink diamond are definitely gonna be better than they were, before Galaxy Opals. Obviously, if you guys have been seeing some of the packs I have been opening, you can definitely feel the difference between less than 1% and 1%. But also, I don't even remember the last time that I opened super packs myself. Like in season 1, I definitely was opening them because of like, season 1 being really good. And then season 2, what happened in season 2. So like, I haven't really been touching the super packs. But now that there's 15 Galaxy Opals and P90s are going to be more common, I don't really want to touch them either though. Because like these Opals, like if I were to get an Opal, like... who would I even want out of these? You know what I mean? Like, I would rather get a pink diamond because with those pink diamonds, I can do the exchanges, which is definitely something that's going to be, good news, right? Again, the good news is the markets, should get cheaper. There's going to be more players. And then hopefully, a nice little market crash with the wall gem, pink diamonds, amethyst, and stuff like that. Because, people are going to go in for those opals. But the bad news, again, is that they're just sticking with their, midweek drops, which I just think they should be better. At this point, you know what I mean? Like Season 3, holidays, Christmas, etc. It should be better. But I am hoping that they do still keep, adding more of these exchanges, like the lower tier ones. Which now that there's opals, I'm assuming they won't drop any more ammies. It'll probably just be diamonds, and then pink diamonds, and then Galaxy Opals. That's like my guess. And I've been waiting a little bit. I'm like, I'll give 2K some time. I waited about like an hour before recording this video to see if they were going to drop more, but it doesn't look like they're going to reveal exchanges. And so if it's just these, it's going to suck even more. I'm hoping that's not the case, but again, we are dealing with 2K. So I'm just hoping that the odds are better than what they have been. And then, of course, the exchanges and the challenges are better too. But obviously, again, the main thing is going to be the auction house. It should definitely get cheaper. And obviously, guys, as soon as they add everything, which is going to be tomorrow morning, I'll be sure to upload more videos. In the meantime, let me know what you think about this. And definitely check out the other ones I've been uploading.